We are back for another. I sound like shit. What the fuck?
They know.
This is your fault. This is your fault. I can't. This is your fault. You suggested this time, so
yeah,
we will talk. We will talk with aching voices today.
Early bird catches the worm. Do you know what I mean?
It's that simple. It is that simple. Hey, listen, we're here though. You know what I'm saying? Back with another episode. Back with one of the first episodes of. I'm just gonna call it In the Mud. Whether I'm gonna keep doing morning shows depends on my voice. You know what I'm saying? I'll 30% of the super chats will be going to Matisse and his mental health as well, because I feel like he needs the help. But as you say, early bird catches the worm. It's another episode of Big Six Pants. We have been flying recently. My demise will be in about 5 hours' time. So this is why I'm a little bit more happy, because I know that Sorrow is coming soon. Matisse, obviously, I'm pretty sure, bro, you've met your end earlier.
Destiny, destiny, bro. Even though I tried to be a little bit more upbeat, maybe we might be able to shag a win or something on, new manager bounce on Lampard's first day back. Nah. Reality is.
It's how I know you're mad. You said shag a win versus Wolves.
Yeah.
Wait, was that at the Bridge?
No, it was away from home. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll be saying regardless. Same thing.
Yeah, I hear it. But listen, love for jumping on today. Man appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself. Obviously, his name's in the title and that. So first and foremost, make sure you go and subscribe to Matisse's channel. How far are you? Have you passed 50K?
Nah, not yet. Almost. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. I think by the end of the season we should hit it. So we just keep grafting.
Well, listen, people, you know what to do, man. Make sure you go and sub to Matisse's channel. Obviously, get into 50K. That is a mad thing. In the amount of time you've been doing content, to then, as I said, take that leap of faith and then boom, 50K. Listen, 100K is gonna come real soon. It's gonna come real soon, especially you.
Appreciate it.
Right. Keep up on it.
With the way we playing, we're gonna be on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
After Madrid, bro. Check them 2 legs against Madrid. We'll be done by. Oh, this is my last couple of games of Champions League action before it's all over. So I have to enjoy it, bro. I have to enjoy it. Yeah, I have to enjoy it, bro, because this is it. Like after this, I'm not going to see Champions League for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, you're done at it, bro.
Yeah, I'm finished, bro. I have to enjoy it. Last couple of nights out, bro, on Champions League.
What's funny? Cool. Before we actually get into the housekeeping in the comments and guys, bear with me for a second. Keep liking the video. When Frank got appointed, be honest, what was your initial reaction? And because we all know it's interim, it's just to kind of help things out going forward. What was the Frank's here? What was the reaction to that?
Shock. I couldn't believe it, bro. I could not believe it, bro. I thought it was when I first saw the news and it was popping up on the TL and there was talking about, I thought it was a joke. I genuinely thought it was a joke. I thought people were messing with me. That was all it was just shock. When people first started, because it started on the morning of when we did All You Can Eat Chelsea. We was doing a live show and the reports were starting to come through, but I didn't mention it in the show because I was like, I'm not entertaining this foolishness. This is surely a comedy. It's just a joke. Just silly reporters being time wasting, got nothing to say, nothing to report. So I said, it's just a joke. We're talking about serious managers right now. All right. We're talking about Nagelsmann. We're talking about Enrique. We're talking about options and cool. So I said, we're not going to waste time with that. I come back now in the evening and suddenly it's got legs. I said,
you're seeing.
I was doing the watch along for Man United. All my comments is Lampard, lol, laughing. I said, what's this?
You better change that title. You better change that title.
No, but bro, I still did the watch along because I was like, I committed to Man United versus Brentford and I committed to Barcelona versus Real Madrid. So I said, I'm running the watch along. Like I'm not doing the breaking news. This is because it's not news. Surely if I just pretend that it's not real and it's not news and just do what I'm doing, it's not going to really happen. All these men are laughing at me, telling me, Lampard. I said, guys, man, don't waste my time with foolishness, man. By the end of the watch along, we're talking about Lampard and how he's coming in. It's real and it's really happening. So man, it took me by shock, bro. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, bro. I really didn't see that one coming. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Are you happy? I don't. You're more. I understand that you're shocked in that, but is it like kind of a this season getting so bad?
Nah, bro.
That
Listen,
us forward to the summer, or is it kind of a no? Fuck this guy. It's not that. Get him out. Get him out.
no, I don't like. I'm not gonna be crazy about it. Like, the reason why they brought him in is because they wanted to apparently buy themselves some more time to appoint the right person. Now, these guys have made a lot of errors, so if they feel like they need time, cool, take your time. Just make sure you actually appoint someone. Do not make this guy permanent, because if this guy gets made permanent, that's when I'm gonna flip. That's when I'm gonna start calling people out and moving mad and saying all. You know what I mean? The season is pretty much dead. I get people wanting to kind of keep the Champions League dream alive and appoint someone serious for that. But if I'm being completely honest, with the amount of players that we have, with the lack of system that was implemented over the last 7 months, chopping and changing between 3 at the back, 4 at the back, this player playing, that player playing, brother, we don't stand up prayer in the Champions League. It doesn't matter who comes in. They don't have enough time to work with the players. If we wanted to take the Champions League serious, we should have sacked Potter after Southampton, and we should have brought somebody in for the international break. We ain't doing shit, bro, in the Champions League.
Bro, regardless. You had mad opportunities. You had mad opportunities to like get rid of Potter. Mm-hmm. So why now? Yeah, like why at a time where it's like, because it kind of looks like now, well, should you have just kept him for this? If you're gonna keep Lampard till the summer, is there a massive difference between Potter in the summer? Really?
Potter's a better coach, but he didn't command the respect from the fan base, and he didn't command the respect from the players. My hope is that Lampard will at least command the respect from the fan base are already obviously going to be tap dancing for him and enjoying life, but vibes and whatnot. But in terms of obviously, the players, I'm hoping that his legendary status and whatnot will give him some sort of respect from the beginning, the honeymoon period for this squad. But how long that lasts, there may not be any honeymoon period. It might not last at all. They might just clock him immediately and be like, yeah, you don't have the tactics in a bit. It might be that.
Bro, from an outside perspective, I'm not even gonna lie to you, innit? Potter just gave me supply teacher vibes, like
Ollie, and like he's a
but interim Ollie was hard. Interim Ollie was serious. He was on smoke. I can't lie. Lockdown Ollie.
Yeah.
Lockdown Ollie, bro.
It's true.
That's like he was like lockdown Marshall. That's what he was. That was what brother was.
It's true.
When I'm looking at it, usually there's just, as you said, there's a respect thing when it comes to the management. There's a respect thing, and for me, in terms of respect, even as a rival fan, I looked at Potter and I'm like, broski, like, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Like, broski. I'm thinking, I'm already making Quidditch jokes. I'm already making Harry Potter jokes.
Yeah.
I said, if Potter comes in and he stinks up the gaff after, let's say, 400 mil of investment, because obviously 200 mil, again, I'd say was before you come in. Some of it was before you kind of just come in, before Tuchel was sacked and stuff. So let's say around 400 mil. Let's say even just 300 mil in January alone. Yeah. I said after the investment that he's probably going to get and the investment that Tuchel's had, if he comes in and stinks up the gaff, boy to boy,
yeah, the
Harry Potter jokes are never going to stop.
Yeah, 100%. I had a whole FIFA series called Hoffa Potter. Do you know what I mean? And we had the whole Harry Potter thing running in the theme, in the background, and we went on our career mode and we did what we did, bro. Like, the thing is with him is that he didn't have the CV when he came in, so he had to start off well, and to start off with the worst percentage win ratio in recent Chelsea history for as long as I can remember. That is not going to bode well for you in the future with the players and with the fans. And then when you take a look at the fact that now that Chelsea, when I was running the statistics yesterday on my watch along, I actually worked out that this is actually the worst Chelsea team in terms of performance since the Premier League started playing 38 games, since the mid-90s.
That's crazy,
bro. When people joke about,
you were like 12 and 16, no, 2 and 16 in terms of wins, right? Or
one goal scored in February and all sorts of madness. Like when people make the jokes about pre-Roman, they actually need to go back and check where we finished in 2003, in 2002, in 2001, in 1999, 1998, and 1997. When they go and check where we finished, a little bit more respect will be put on the name, and then they'll also disrespect this team a lot more as well because they'll realize that when we had, you know, Dennis Wise and Zola and, you know, Di Matteo and
Jimmy
Floyd and Desai and all of these guys, right? And bruv, that team was not a joke team. That was a very, very good team. When I list out the players, people will be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, fair enough. That actually wasn't a bad team. Like, it wasn't a team to be disrespecting. It's a team that would be, you know, defined as a top 6 team in Big Six, and it would be like a Tottenham. But we won FA Cup, so I don't even want to disrespect us and say Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? To be honest. So, but when you look at this team, bro, yeah, 1996, before I was born, that Chelsea team finished 11th with 50 points from 38 games. And the season after, you know, they finished like 6th and whatnot. This Chelsea team is currently 11th on 39 points. I don't think they're going to get 50 points. So they're going to be the worst Chelsea team since we started playing 38 games. It's a matter.
I mean, just, and also fact checking this. Did you not win the champs? Did you not win the league and then finish 10th the next year? One year you man finished 10th.
Yeah, we finished 10th. Yeah. Still better than this team, no?
Yeah, and bro, this is the most expensive Chelsea team. That's what's so weird to me. This is the most expensive Chelsea team.
Yeah.
And any other team. Like,
it's the most expensive team actually in history.
Yeah. Just to be fair, I'm thinking, because obviously, let's just touch on the Wolves game quick before we go into the Liverpool game, because in fact, you know what? Just quickly, I'm annoyed. You're annoyed at your manager. Well, your interim and the previous. I'm fuming at Jurgen Klopp. Fuming.
I'm angry that Lampard actually took the job. I'm like, why do you do this to yourself, bro? Like, you know that you're not a top manager. You love the club too much, bro, for your own good. Like, this is why I always say to people, it's like, you can love the club, but sometimes love kills. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not always love that people need. Sometimes people need a shake. Some people need a good shake, you know, or a good G check. Sometimes you need to lose your wallet because you need to learn, bro. Do you know what I mean? And now your love for the club has put you in a position again where your managerial, you know, CV is only going to plummet once more from this time, because we have the hardest fixture list coming, and you're about to hold some arse whoopings that you didn't need to hold, brother. You didn't need this. Your CV, last thing your CV needed was to come back to Chelsea and go through a peak run of games with a dysfunctional team, no system, no setup, no way of playing, too many players to manage. Real Madrid coming with arse whooping soon, with Ramadan Benzema on smoke, yeah, and then, bruv, you know, we played away to United, away to City, away to Arsenal, home to Newcastle, home to Brighton. Long day,
bro.
Long day,
brother.
I'm not
gonna lie to you, bro. You see Ramadan Benzi, you man, I can't lie. I actually think you man are gonna get oiled up.
Bro, it's going to be a long day. This could be Bayern Munich AFTV levels of madness.
I will be. And you know what? I would love it. And I think I deserve it, because you man tend to be the party poopers. I'll never forget 2014. So, you know, you man can always hold that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you man can always hold that. Let me actually get to some of the comments, because we kind of just got straight into it. And stuff. Big up though. You know, everyone, smash a like, by the way. I believe there's just under 80 people in here already. We're just shy of 50 likes. I didn't even do a like goal today. This is a slightly shorter video, but I'm saying what we say, 125 likes minimum today. Is that
I feel like that's necessary.
We've been breaking 250, 300 the last 7-8 videos, but I'm not gonna lie, because it's a shorter video, I understand. And we've got the roundup later. Matisse been on the roundup, so you know how violent it gets.
A Mazzolini's incoming, yeah.
Yeah, you know how violent it gets over there. So I'm gonna leave the big 300 likes for that one. Obviously, we got Troops and Zar jumping in for a little piece as well. Are y'all going to be on DR? I'm guessing.
No, I'm going to be doing my watch along on my channel, and then something for BR, for Bleacher Report, I think. Yeah,
Bleacher Report. Hey, big yourself up.
It's a bit random, but yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, bro, Bleacher Report. Damn. Bro, the only time I've been on Bleacher Report is when this is Anfield. You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you call into that. Everyone.
This is Anfield.
This
Give
is,
it a little tap.
everyone was this is how I feel. This is how I was feeling.
Oh my god.
You know what it is? It's because I was getting so hench and I was walking. I was doing. Do you know what I mean? But when you go 2-up against Madrid at home,
Yeah.
I don't understand why people corner me for that. Like I get it.
I'd be going insane as well. I think I'll probably humble myself considering the fact that if it was to happen this week, I'd probably know what's coming for me now, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But you know what I didn't expect it to like make it onto all these again. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if anyone knows me, I don't do watch-alongs because I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing them from next year. But bro, I'm gonna be so real. When I watch Liverpool,
Yeah,
my heart is on my sleeve. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not thinking about nothing else.
I'm not thinking about nothing.
Same, bro. I was
watching. If I say something mad.
Yeah, I was singing songs in my watch along yesterday, and it's only when I woke up this morning, hungover, and I thought about skullduggery and I thought about everything that you got on me.
Oh no, yeah,
shit. But bro, like in the moment, I don't care. Like
Yeah,
I don't care, bro. We're 1-0 down. I'm barely watching, but I'm watching because we're playing so crap. I'm singing songs like to take the piss, vibes and whatnot. It's only when I woke up and I deep what I said. And the way the watch along went, and I think, bruv, Skullfucker's he's got a plethora of options at his disposal, fam. It's mad.
But this is the madness. This is the madness that I'm seeing. Let me hit some of the comments. By the way, big up Daniel says company Lampard. Boy, we'll have to see, man, because this championship. Then again, Lampard did have Derby. Didn't get them up with that. We'll talk about that one. If Liverpool lose, Montserrat is looking at that looking for that 360 on could have been records. Wait, wait, that is killing me. Man said one, man called me Montserrat. Second of all, could have been records, one of the funniest things I ever watched. If you lot don't know, you get to know. Go watch Drewski on could have been records. I hope Monts gets smoked today. You man just want my tears. You man are fucked, you know. Big up Tyrell Gunner, big Monts and Matisse. Big up yourself, bro.
Big up.
Mr. Rook says the two best non-City guys on YouTube.
Appreciate it.
Love for that, bro. Christopher Ward says, big up, man. Monts, my gunners are coming for you today, Monts. Pause. Brother, like, allow me, G. Big up Monts and Matisse. Big up Infinite as well. Big up Trudon. Lampard on the Champions League quarterfinal was just silly. Yeah, it is. Chelsea banter era. I wouldn't even say it's that banter era. I think they're slightly better than us, even though the table says different and the losses say different, and we're actually putting in some performances here and there. For the future, I'm terrified. I am terrified. Ravi says, question for Matisse: did Chelsea buy a team of individuals, or can this team gel?
I think when we get a serious manager like an Enrique, then I think things can gel, but there will be a lot of sales need to be made. Can't lie, a lot.
Yeah, you got bare questions. This ain't even a quick Q&A, but listen, I'll let the questions run. Do you think top managers will be less likely to join Chelsea if you finish 14th/15th at the end of the season? Says Shazam. Pick up yourself, bro.
I actually spoke about this in my review yesterday. This is why we need to manipulate one of them into a pre-agreement as soon as possible. Because if they ever clock what's going on, bro, they're gonna be like, "Hold on a second, do I even want the job? We need to hurry up."
This is what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, I like to look at things from my outside view. Like, I look at managers or like players that want to join Liverpool, and I think if I was a player or a manager, and I'm looking at Liverpool as a project, what would I think? Or if I was a top player, top, we're talking world-class elite. Would I look at Liverpool, taking everything into consideration?
And
like, I was thinking, because before Salah signed it, before we signed his contract in the summer, I was thinking, if I'm a top player, am I going to look at Mo Salah and go, that guy has been playing out of his skin for 5 seasons straight. 5 seasons straight. 30 plus GA. Won it all. And only now he's getting a big contract? Only now he gets the big contract?
Yeah. Bro, but that's the way you guys work. You're very smart.
But this is what I mean by looking at things on the outside. So if I'm a top player, because bro, Liverpool don't sign big names. We've signed players for big fees, of course. Nunes, Alisson, Van Dijk. We have signed players for big fees. But if we're talking big names, like ready-made names, like we're talking ready-made to go in the microwave, Thiago's the only one, bro. In a while, anyway. Thiago's like the only one where you can go, oh my God, you're going to put a world-class player who's already world-class kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Alisson, Chesney's understudy. A year before him. People forget that. Do you know what I'm saying? He was Chesney's understudy. And then you've obviously got Van Dijk, who there was a lot of questioning over at the time when we did buy him for the 75 million price tag. So Thiago is probably the only one. And Thiago is actually the only midfielder we bought in 8 windows. That's another fact as well. God, my club stinks. So, you know, when I'm looking at these things and I'm looking at, if I'm a top player, do I want to go Liverpool? I'm thinking, look how long it took Salah to get his contract. So if I'm in my prime and I'm 29 and I'm blitzing teams, champs, and whatever league I'm in, why am I going to go Liverpool?
Doesn't make sense.
Do I have to play for free? I got to play for 3 years to earn my...
Mane was getting a disrespectful wage.
Yeah, like his second contract was better, but like he had bare add-ons in that. There was bare incentives in that contract in it, which made sense. But what was just mad was that I don't know. You can just look at Liverpool and go, the way they're structured. As a manager who needs a good checkbook, you're not going to go Liverpool. You're just not, because it's, you know how they run. And if you're a top player, you might go, how long is it going to take me to get that banging contract if I don't get a banging contract to begin with? Because Liverpool don't have to destroy their wage structure. And also, is this going to guarantee me success? Yes, Liverpool are very good right now, let's say from last season's perspective. But let's be honest, look what Mo's had to do what he's had to do. So, and I'm not going to come in with bigger status than Mo.
Yep, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I might even end up like Mane.
Mane, I feel like Mane was just disrespected so much, bro. Took the piss, bro. Right? When I saw his earnings and I see what obviously like the market always dictates. So like what Martial's making, what Rashford's making in comparison is always going to be looked at, unfortunately, because these lot overspend and you guys have always done things right. You've always tried to run your books properly. But when I look at what he was making and what others were making, bro, it was mad how, bro.
and money, that's another thing as well, like wages. If you're a top player, you are going to expect those wages walking through the door. But Liverpool, and I'll tell you one thing. Mane was disrespected wages-wise, but because there were so many incentives, him and Salah's contracts weren't crazy different, and they weren't crazy. Not just about Salah's new contract.
Yeah.
The old contract.
The old one. Yeah, the old one.
Yeah. And Mane actually wanted to leave, but what he did was he stayed for another year. And then he said he just wanted to try something new. Yeah. Is he stinking up now? Yeah, he's actually stinking up. Am I happy about that? I'm actually not. Like, I'm not one of those guys.
No, he's a legend, Liverpool legend, no? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But the person who really got disrespected with their contract was Gini Wijnaldum. He was disrespected. If I'm not mistaken, Donny was earning less than Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He was on the same pay as Adrian, I believe. I think it was about 70, 80 bags. Gini Wijnaldum. The glue. The
guy that you never replaced. You replaced him with Keita, and Keita's
brace against Barca.
Yeah.
Bro, it's for our most important game of the last 10 years.
He's one of them unspoken players that He came from Newcastle. Again, another one that I didn't have high expectations for, because I remember watching him at Newcastle. In the home games, he seemed to turn it on a bit, but away from home, he didn't really put the same level of performances up. But he didn't strike me as a top player. Again, Liverpool comes in and he manages to be the glue. You never replaced him. I don't think even to this day, you still haven't replaced him.
Of course not. We haven't replaced any midfielder, bro. We have one midfielder and 8 windows. We haven't replaced anyone. There's no replacement in the midfield. We haven't replaced Lallana.
Even Lallana. Curtis Jones, man. Curtis Jones coming through, bro.
But Lallana hasn't been replaced.
Bro, I said it from the jump on this Curtis Jones, brother. He's not good enough, bro. I said it from the jump. I said it to Grizz. I said it to Grizz immediately from the beginning. As soon as I watched him, I said, Grizz, this guy is not good enough. And I said it. And these guys telling me, oh, nah, don't be disrespectful. He's come through. He's got potential. Him and Elliot. I said, brother.
I like Elliot. I prefer Elliot a lot more.
Elliot doesn't belong in the same conversation as him. But even Elliot, his day's coming if he doesn't hit the heights. Because This is
Can he
like,
play his position? He's not a
yes,
right centre mid.
exactly. But what position does he play?
He's
10?
a right winger.
He's a right
He's a
winger.
right winger.
Is he? Do you think if he gets put on the right wing, he's going to give you? Because do you know what the problem is with him? When he goes to right wing, he's immediately getting that Salah comparison. Once he's starting and Salah's out the door or whatever, Salah's like starts to regress and stuff.
Yeah,
he's gonna get the Salah. He's gonna get the Salah pressure. I don't know if he's got the minerals or the liquids or the vitamins for that. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first person after a legend of that capacity always flops. Trust me. We had Hazard, and we had Pulisic next. Finished. Didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Did not stand a chance. I remember when Pulisic first broke onto the scene. Chelsea fans were like, "Oh yeah, this is our new Hazard." I said, Don't even put that name in with him, because I'm telling you, you're doing him a disservice. If you start calling him the new Hazard, you're doing him a disservice from the beginning. Trust me, the first person after a player of that magnitude always gets rubbed out. It's just not going to handle the pressure, bro.
I hear it.
He ain't even got the pace, bro.
The thing is, Harvey played one game right wing this season, and it's when he scored a 25-yard screamer.
I remember that. Wolves, I watched it, yeah.
He was man of the match that game, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was.
And I think he's a different type of right winger to Mo, where he's more like probably suits La Liga kind of thing, where they're not fast. Like, you know, the Sarabia-esque type of guys.
Yeah.
These man ain't quick, but they'll 1-2 around you.
Yeah,
the players, they don't do the take. They're not going to take you on too often. They're going to do what Wan-Bissaka's worst nightmare, a 1-2.
Yeah. Bro, we're clocking the wingers in this league that don't have pace are finished.
You have to be Cassano, bro. You have to. If you don't have pace, you have to be Cassano. Otherwise,
struggle. Ziyech don't have pace.
Or Man City, or play for Man City, where
everybody, the spaces are so close.
Yeah, you don't really have to. You know, you got the Grealishes, because I don't think Mahrez is that quick anymore. He's not that quick. And
technically, he's on another level to these guys.
Exactly. Let me hit some more of the comments. Big up Casey as well. Says smash the like button. LFC's for double says Lockdown Ollie got the record for the most away games undefeated. Does he? That's nuts, you know. I didn't even know that. Andy says shout out to everyone. Barbados is lit. Oh, Barbados, lovely G. Yeah, must be nice. Big up Matisse Monts, frontline than Chelsea, Liverpool at the moment. Don't kill me. Big up Devlex as well. LFC says I miss Genie. Yeah, I miss Genie. It's true. Andy says Grizz was hyping Curtis Jones. You know, I get flack for that. Why do I get flack for that? Man, them are on me because Grizz said some shit. I don't get that. Like, go talk to Grizz.
It's funny, bro. So funny.
I'm hyping Curtis Jones. Like, as I said, vibes and Eskel. That's what it is with him.
Because I remember when Klopp came out with that quote about needing, did Liverpool need a midfielder? And everybody and their donkey could see that Liverpool needed a midfielder. In fact, Liverpool needed 2 midfielders. And I remember the line, and I remember because Tuchel did the same thing. We have Carvalho, we have Jones, we have Thiago, we have Henderson, we have Chamberlain, we have Naby Keita, we have who else do you lot have?
James Milner.
You got James Milner. We got Fabinho. So we got all of these guys. When you list them out, that's like 8 names. It's like, bruv, what? Tell me, what don't we have? That's what he said. That's what he said. He was like, yo, what's missing? There's nothing missing from this midfield. We have everything.
That's one of Klopp's. Again,
brother, one of the worst quotes out there you will find. When you go back and you read it and you clock what he said and what he did, whether it was to protect the owners because they didn't want to spend or protect the Bellingham, future payments, I don't know. But that was one of the most damning sentences ever to come out of somebody's mouth. You're always meant to recharge and reload at the top. Every single person that makes this mistake will see it to the day afterwards. You nearly do a quadruple, but we see Fabinho's falling. Milner is not going to keep doing these bleep tests. Naby's injury prone. Thiago's injury prone. Bruv, Chamberlain's injury prone. Jones.
Okay, I get it.
Don't even talk about Jones.
I get it.
Carvalho. Is Carvalho even a midfield free for you? Is Elliott even a midfield free for you? Tactically, you want to cover those spaces out wide for fullbacks. Do these guys do that? No. So they don't fit the system that you've been deploying for the last few years. So don't count them. They're attacking midfielders. They're wingers, right? I was like, what are you doing, brother? It doesn't make any sense. What you're saying doesn't make any sense, brother.
And then on top of that, he spends 130 million. He spends about 130 million on 2 attacking players who don't actually know what their best position is.
Bro, all your guys were either aging and couldn't deploy the rock and roll, or they were injury prone from trying to deploy the rock and roll, or they were too young to deploy the rock and roll.
And they played 63 games in competing for all 4 trophies while playing rock and roll. After the
with
best
a World Cup coming up.
After your best player. What are we doing?
With a World Cup coming up.
After straight off an ACL injury. One of them was straight off an ACL.
God.
One of them had just come back from an ACL.
Oh my
Your best
God.
defender. The best defender.
You have to, sometimes with these managers, you have to think, what are you doing, brother? What are you thinking? Seriously.
I'm convinced there was
the
something.
levels of loyalty are insane.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not just here to dunk on you lot because we're both in the mud, right? Let me talk about Tuchel.
That's why this is called in the mud.
Let me talk about Tuchel, bro. Tuchel did the same thing. We needed a DM. This brother said, we have Kante, we have Cover, we have Gallagher coming back. We have Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah? We have all of these guys. None of them are holding midfielders. We have Jorginho. None of them are holding midfielders. Then 2 of them are injury prone. Like, what are you doing? Last season, we got Saul Niguez on loan. This season, we got Zakaria on loan. Why? Why are we not spending on our...
He's all right, though. He's all right.
But guess what Zakaria is, bro? Injury prone.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, my God.
You man bought a worse DM who's not even technically a DM. Bro. He's actually an 8. You can play DM.
We watched Gallagher play in an advanced 8 or 10 for Crystal Palace as a counter pressing like advanced midfielder for a counter attacking team, and we said, "I'll have a little bit of that, and we'll stick him in the double pivot in a possession based team, and we'll let him do some build up." What the fuck, bro? Who saw Conor Gallagher at Palace? Yeah, doing them sprints, doing them runs, scoring a couple crackers, and covering all them yards, and then said, "You're gonna come and play in the double pivot and do build-up play in a possession-based team with your back to play."
It gets better. It gets better. Let me dunk on this one. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better. You bring Kai back into the mix. You bring him back into the mix after purchasing an actual 9, and then you proceed not to actually get any goal-scoring wingers. And when you do get your 1 goal-scoring winger in Raheem Sterling, he doesn't play.
Or he plays.
Partner him with someone. Raheem Sterling works great with a 9. He works great with a 9. We've seen it. That's where his goals have all come when he's played with a 9.
And now we don't have a 9.
He actually hasn't played with a false 9 that much. So they then do the flip. They play the Uno reverse and go, you know what? When we actually get a false 9 where we need goal scoring wingers, we're not gonna play Sterling. We're not gonna play Sterling. And then when Gallagher comes back, and then when you finally decide to bench Mount, Gallagher starts. When you actually have an established midfield 3 of Ramadan Kante, Cover, and Enzo.
And they play Gallagher. But the thing that I will sympathize on the Kante thing is he's so injury prone, and we have Real Madrid coming up that they were like, you know what, we're not risking it because we can't trust this guy. He's going to get injured against Wolves. And if he got injured, I'll say this, right? If he got injured against Wolves and he wasn't available for Real Madrid, this fan base would have been onto Frank like no tomorrow. So that is where I sympathize. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. This guy is too injury prone to be risking him. I wouldn't risk him because it's just not worth it. It's Wolves. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we lost, but cool. We've been losing games in Premier League all season. This is nothing. Yeah. This is normal. This is actually normal. So that's where I do sympathize, because if he got injured and he wasn't ready for Real Madrid, you may as well not turn up. Like, we may as well not turn up anyway. But believe me, if he was injured for the game against Real Madrid, don't even turn up. Like, genuinely, just leave. Don't even bother with this fixture, because
that's how I felt.
Yeah,
against Wolves last season, where we had obviously it was the last game of the season, and we had Real Madrid coming up, and we were praying. We were like, Klopp, don't play Fabinho. This guy's his kneecaps are going. Don't play Fabinho.
You played him.
Played him. First 5 minutes, what happens?
Got destroyed.
No. He pulled up. First 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I was swinging at fresh air. Swinging. Like cheaper Golden Junior swinging at fresh air.
Swinging at fresh air.
I told you.
Yo. That is true. This brother said I'm swinging at fresh air. Oh my god.
I need to get the clip from Boys in the Hood.
No.
He's swinging at fresh air. He's swinging. Try it.
I know exactly what you're talking about as well.
Bro, and the most
I just haven't heard it said like that.
Yeah, I've never been so angry with that.
Because you know what, yeah? I don't like to do too much hindsight analysis, but there's certain things that if I know them, I'm like, please know it, because I shouldn't know it. If I know it and you don't, it's going to look bad. Like, that's why with the Kante thing yesterday, I was very quick to be like, nah, guys, do you know what? Let me be fair. I wasn't actually that angry with him not starting, because if he gets injured for Real Madrid, it's a long day. And we know this guy can't handle the amount of games. We know we have to manage him. So we can't complain about Kante being mismanaged. And then when he gets managed, we start getting angry about it. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. So that was where I was like, do you know what? No, that's not where I'm not gonna go for him on that.
Wasn't Badiashile, sorry, this is just off topic. Wasn't Badiashile your best centre back? And then he just
brother, he can't get no brother. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened to him. He can't get no game time now. It's mad. Like, this guy was such a breath of fresh air when he came into the back line. He was playing so well. He was so composed. He was winning his aerial duels, playing well, playing out from the back, left-footed. And Cucurella dropped one masterclass against Dortmund. It was a brilliant performance. His best performance of the season. But then suddenly now he's playing every single game. Like, and I'm just like, bruv, what happened to Badiashile? Like, why is this guy not getting any airtime? He was brilliant for us. So yeah, it's just, bro, the club is a mess right now, bro. I just have to pray that, like, I was like not sure on Enrique or Poch. I've seen arguments for both, and I can see loopholes or a few little questions or, you know, worries for both. But you know what? Now I've realized we don't get to ask questions of these guys. We're not in that position. Get one of them in and get them signed up. I would now probably lean towards Enrique, just because I actually want somebody who comes in with strict principles that they're not going to move from, with experience in terms of dealing with the top players, of the Messis, the Neymars, and you know, he's going to command. I know Enrique is going to command respect as soon as he walks into the room. They're not going to be able to belittle him. He's not too young with a little skateboard, and you know, there's not any jokes to be cracked. Nah, shut up. This is Enrique, and when he's not running his Twitch stream, make sure you're listening. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's in Spanish. But brother, I know he's going to come in and demand respect and come on. And I know he knows how he wants to play. So we need to get that wrapped up, bro. I don't know why they let him fly out of London, but tell him to come back in and get him to sign something, because we're not in a position to be picking and choosing and interviewing who we want and what. No, we're 11th. We better get that guy signed up before he clocks on to his senses. Quick. That's how I see it now.
Because as I said, managers are probably going to look at Chelsea and go, I have the capacity to do this, but am I going to get what I need to get? Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of variables that are going to be out of managers' control at Chelsea, which might deter some of them from looking at your club as an optimistic option. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially with Real Madrid looking like they're going to need a new manager in the summer. So I was thinking there's going to be other options that might seem more attractive to the suit. Obviously, I still think you'll probably get either Nagelsmann or Enrique or whatever, but it's a difficult one. And obviously, I know time's running thin. We obviously got about just under 5 more minutes. But what was I going to say?
Bro, my head is hot, you know. I've just seen something on the TL. You want me to read it to you?
Go on.
TV star James Corden played a surprise role in shocking appointment of Frank Lampard at Chelsea. Corden gave his pal and Blues owner Todd Bowie his opinion. The US talk show host and American financier Bowie have become friends. West Ham fan Corden's idea got the nod. Brother, the fact that this is even come
West Ham
now, I don't know if it's probably bollocks, but it's just the fact that I have to read these things, bro. Like, Do you know what I mean? The fact that I even have to read these things it's an eyesore. Honestly, it's an eyesore, bro. I shouldn't have to read these things. It's not. It's not funny, bro. It's a joke. It's mad. Like what? Why is that even a why is that even a report? Who's brave enough to even write that and release it into the public domain without getting a slap? Do you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on, bro? This shit ain't funny, bro.
Yeah, sorry. By the way, it was the game against Villa that Fabinho pulled out. Yeah, my bad. It was the game against Villa, but we still had to rush him back and inject his knee. That pissed me off. Sorry, but yeah. By the way, guys, people, we are 48 subscribers off of the big 4K. I can't lie, it's crazy. We are very, very close. So, people, please make sure you stop and subscribe, stop and like the video. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot. Obviously, I generally think we hit 4K today, people. If I'm being honest, so let's make today the day. You know what I'm saying? It is D-Day today for me. It is. Since we are entering the very last parts of your tenure, hopefully we'll get you back on. Listen, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, once you get the time, more in the mud stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a decent dynamic here. I'm not gonna lie. I think the fans are loving it. The chat loving it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say this. Liverpool, Arsenal.
Yeah.
We're getting smashed. Be honest. Are we getting oiled up?
I can see a world where things go very left for you. Yeah, I can. I know Anfield. This is Anfield, and we touch the sign, and we do this sing song in the first 5 minutes and whatnot. But if you guys don't get off to a good start, and you let them get into their rhythm, and they overrun that midfield, yeah, long day.
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think
their worst enemy is then maybe like Anfield and the record and the nerves, and if they get past all of that and say they get a goal early and they get into their rhythm and they settle themselves down, you man are fucked.
That's the thing. If they score early, I reckon it could get embarrassing. It can get real embarrassing.
But if you man shake them up, yeah, and you play to the crowd and you get them dirty tackles in early and you rough them up and you make it into a fight. Don't make this into a football game. Make it into a fight, bro. Yeah? Because whenever Arsenal have dropped points, it's always been in them rough and tumble games. Away to Everton, Sean Dyche's first game, Newcastle, at the Emirates, you need to make it rough and tumble. If Liverpool try and come here and out football them, no, that's not the way. It's not the way. Klopp needs to be on his best behavior today because I need you man to take points.
You got to remember, Fabinho is a walking tactical foul. That's all he is now.
Yeah, bro. And then once he's on a booking, it's open sesame for the whole midfield.
That's all he is, though, because he's slow. He can't do anything apart from tactical foul. He's a walking tactical foul. Henderson, I've always said this. Henderson was one of them brothers who played he played FIFA on 2-button, square and triangle. Yeah, that's all he knows. That's all he knows.
It's true, bro.
That's all he knows. He plays 2-button on triangle and square and lets the AI do the rest. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Thiago looks like he's in contention to start. That is the only positive thing I take about all of it. Yeah. Is Thiago possibly being back. And usually I'll say, don't rush him back. Don't rush. No, don't rush him back. But
you may as well. You're
gonna break down anyways.
Yeah,
he's gonna break down anyways. What we doing here?
You ain't got nothing to play for. You may as well, bro.
And lastly, bro, run me a score prediction and then just quickly how you felt about the Wolves game. To be fair, and that's I know you got a shoot after that.
Score prediction. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Arsenal win. Wolves game. Wow, one of the worst performances I've witnessed, and I mean it's tough now to rank them. Maybe at the end of the season, I'm going to rank the top 10 worst performances of the season from Chelsea. That would be fun, or top 5. But yeah, I think when it comes down to Wolves, there was nothing. There was no control. Couldn't string 2 free passes together. Couldn't create any chances. Couldn't do anything, bro. Just we didn't look like a team. We looked like a Sunday League team. We looked like a team that had just been thrown out there and like, yo, go ahead. Like it was honestly, if I wasn't a content creator, I would not have finished watching because I knew we had lost. As soon as they scored, I knew we'd lost. Like usually I play this game with my viewers and we like predict what time we think we're not going to score. Like we'll put the lines are closed and we're like, yeah, we're not scoring now. Like we know exactly what minute where we're like, yeah, we're not getting a goal. I could have said that 55 minutes we're not scoring. So the rest of that time, me and them were just sitting there waiting for it to be over. Because we knew we weren't scoring. Bro, I wasn't even paying attention. You know when you're watching the game, but you're not really watching. I'm just looking at the screen.
That's how I felt in our game.
Yeah, I was, bro. I didn't analyze the game afterwards, bro. People are like, bro, I don't know what happened. I was just looking at the screen, but I wasn't really looking at what's going on. I was just there. I was just present.
You know, and this is why I don't kick you when you're down. You know that, innit? Like usually, if man them know me, I'm the first to kick a man. I'm the first to do that shit.
Tactical foul.
Yeah, quickly. But bro, when you have to watch that dross week in, week out, and then the worst one is Liverpool, Chelsea. That's the worst fixture to watch. I said there's a number of things I'd rather do than watch Liverpool versus Chelsea. I would play hopscotch and barefoot on a grid with Lego on it. Have you ever stepped on Lego as a youth in barefoot? I'll play hopscotch on Lego than watch Chelsea versus Liverpool. I'd rather do a roly-poly on needles. Than versus Liverpool. I'd rather run 2 miles with pins and needles in both my feet than watch Chelsea and Liverpool. Bro. I'm telling you, that is so, bro, when you have to watch that and sit there and you're watching it and think, what is there to analyze today? What is it like?
That game in midweek was one of the worst games I've ever watched. It was the worst game since the last time we played, which was also awful as well.
But hey, Bruno, like I said, Klopp took it to new levels. And I said, Klopp's been out-managed, out-classed, and out-tacticked by, I'd say, 80% of the managers he's faced this season. He used to only just get out-managed by Pep, and that was it. And the odd crap manager who sits with a low block, the odd Sean Dyche, I'll say. Now he gets out-classed by the Franks and I'll say the De Zerbis. He took it one step further and got out-managed and out-classed by Bruno, an interim manager who's never managed a game in his life. And what's worse, Bruno fucked off for Lampard. So Bruno now has he has that on his resume. I outclassed Jurgen Klopp in the only game I ever managed in senior football. I hate it here. But Matisse, thank you so much for jumping.
What you just said is exactly what I went through a few weeks ago when Potter was telling us that Southampton were tactically really, really well prepared again, and it was a caretaker manager, and then the caretaker manager said we didn't have much time to do tactics.
Is that the same interview when he said, everyone's gonna moan about this result, but we have a smashing game versus Liverpool coming up? Like he's a fan, like he was a spectator and not the manager. Who did he say that against? He was speaking like he was he goes, I know people are gonna be annoyed about the draw, but we have a brilliant game versus Liverpool coming up. What do you mean a brilliant game? You're not a fan. You're not gonna be sitting there in the stands watching. What are you talking about? That yo.
I hope we don't go through this next year, because this is something else, bro.
It's crazy. You lot, for one, stop. Matisse, tell the people, run the likes to me, and then we'll end it there. I'll continue the video about
MAH. Yeah, MAH, guys. 3 letters. Type it in. You're gonna find content. You're gonna find pain. You're gonna find sorrow. You're gonna find stress. You're gonna find for the next couple of months. It's just gonna be a long day. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? I've got a therapy session coming up to upload. A little bit of a banter upload, but it's a therapy session, and it's got to be had. So yeah, I'm ready for that, especially after coming off the back of a night out. It's perfect timing. So yeah, look out for that.
To be fair, actually, on my night out last night, I actually got recognized. Someone's like, "Wait, do you run Big 6 Bands?" I was like, "He's like, your name Monts?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "We're gonna smack you. We're gonna." Well,
yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say, "Yeah, I'm a big fan." So they said, "We're gonna smoke you tomorrow."
Yeah, these Arsenal fans, they pretend like they come in peace,
bro.
And then
big him up though, because he did say he's a fan of the channel with it, but he made it clear what's gonna happen. He's like, he said what he needs that 3 points. He's like, I need that 3 points. I need the 3 points off you. Yeah. But listen, bro. Thank you so much for jumping on the channel. I know you got to shoot off, so we have gone over time a little piece.
So G.
Make sure you go subscribe to Matisse. Let's get him to 50k. It is going to be a man's he deserves it. And bro, hopefully I'll see you soon on the channel. I ain't even made my debut on your channel yet, but we'll get that.
No, you have Battle of North.
Oh, of course.
That was a mad show. Battle
That was
North.
a mad episode.
Yeah, yeah.
That was when we were still okay. We weren't actually that. We were still
Yeah,
kind of
you came
okay.
with chest and you enjoyed life, and you know
Yeah.
you ate good that day. I remember.
You
I
know
remember.
what? Keep me up. Keep what right now. Keep me up.
Yeah. Listen, if Sam will more than happily let you take the punishment. You don't want the
Hassan,
smoke right
no,
now.
Hassan, take
You
the
know,
licks. I'm
bro.
sorry, Hassan.
You better off
Take
wait until the summer, bro. You don't want the licks right now, bro. Because I'm telling you, it's a very toxic show right now.
It's true.
It's
But listen,
very
bro,
toxic, bro.
thank you so much, man. As I said, we'll catch up. Love for jumping on. And yeah, man. Anything else you want to say before you hop off? Anything else?
Yeah, big up the chat. And yeah, man, just you'll see me where you see me. You know where you're gonna find me next week, and you know the long ass whipping, and yeah, you know what's gonna happen, man. Let's be real. Big 6 DR. You know what's coming, bruv. You know where to find me, bruv.
Skullfuggery.
Yeah, bruv.
You know what to do. Do your thing.
Yeah,
Do your
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I say that now, and I say that now. When I next go on Big Six Extra, sugar, yeah. I didn't say anything because you never know where this guy's lurking, innit? You don't know where this guy's lurking. Listen, bro, I'll shout you soon. I'm just gonna drop you out, but what's it called? We'll talk in it, yeah.
100%. Big up, guys.
Big up, bro. Take care. All right. So listen, people. Obviously, we are just going to continue a little bit of a Q&A session. I'm just going to run through the comments as well. We're going to run for about another 10 minutes, and then we're going to shoot you guys all the way to Never a Foul, where they have, of course, Rivals, not Virals episode, which is going to be very, very tasty. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Big up One Touch. Oh yeah, now I'll big up the gang. Chelsea in the Mudrick. Don't kill me. Mont's been a celebrity. Don't let him do this modest thing. Arsenal come in peace. When peace is shown to them, fuck off One Touch. Fuck off. You're just trying shit. Allow me. Big up Minerals FC. Big up Assad. Imagine if Jesus cooks VVD. I think Nunes is going to terrorize Arsenal's right-hand side. Yeah. Diaz is not back for the game. No, he isn't, Daniel. He ain't back for the game. Also, big up Daniel for becoming a member as well. Appreciate you, bro. You know, man, always love stuff like this. So, again, appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Imagine if Simon Monts Battle of the North, same time while Liverpool in the title race. Yeah, we would have been moving mad. We were moving mad. Big up Football Gossiper as well. How many likes are we on? We're on 102 likes. So yeah, we are on 102 likes as well. So big up, guys. Make sure you carry on liking. We are trying to get to 125 likes for this shorter episode as well. So big up yourself, people. Remember, Q&A sessions are ask me whatever you want to ask me, especially prior to the Arsenal game. This will be the only stream I'm doing where I continue to talk about the Arsenal game for a little bit. Apart from that, I'm not like, I need to go to sleep and let my brain rest because, boy. Minerals FC, Mont's question for you. Which stat worries you the most apart from Liverpool, apart from Liverpool's league position? I would say the fact that we won 3 away games all season. That is what is most worrying about Liverpool. We've only got 4 away games left this season, I think, as well. So that is the most worrying stat for me. Actually, another worrying stat, we're 19th in the league. Well, we've conceded the most big chances a game. We are 18th. So we've conceded pretty much relegation form in terms of conceding the most chances, the most big chances, which is very scary. Which means teams just having a field day, home or away. Eric Hagendaz says Liverpool winning Arsenal 3-1. But we're not going to mention that bottom bit there. Joe hasn't scored for a year. He better start scoring soon. What a day to start. I say what a day to start. What a time to begin. Do you know what I'm saying? Why does Klopp think Nunes on the wing works? Yo, you tell me, Mohammed, bro. Mohammed, you tell me. Aldino on that Turkey news-shaped SUV head. Don't kill me. Ever since he's got a trim, man, I'm saying he's back. I hope he gets cooked today, though. But if he puts in a masterclass, I'm going to have egg on my face because I've been saying the whole Holding's going to get, you know what I'm saying? Holding's going to hold it kind of thing. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. And I can't really have troops in my ear for the roundup tonight. I can't have troops in my ear. I'm telling you guys now, I'm not on it. I'm not on it. But yeah, no, in terms of worrying stats, man, the fact that we're just conceding so many big chances for me is very scary. I pray our midfield is not Henderson, Fabinho, and Curtis Jones. I will lose my mind. I'm not even going to lie to you lot. So, yeah, man, it's one of them ones, really. By the way, guys, remember, hold on. Months, you're going to come with bare vim if you win it, like. Assad, are you dumb? Assad, are you crazy? Are you mad? Are you crazy? Assad, if Liverpool win this game, if Liverpool win this game, I am not letting them live this down. I swear yo, if we beat Arsenal, man, I'm the last guy, man, I'm gonna want to see if we beat Arsenal. I promise you. I promise you today. I promise. But listen, let's get score predictions. Let's get score predictions for Liverpool versus Arsenal before we close up. I want to know what you lot are thinking. I want to get the score predictions. I'm not going to lie. Because it is basically, today's the day. It's D-Day. Kickoff is in what, like 4 hours? Oh, fuck, we got Arsenal. We're fucked. Oh, it's hitting me. Oh, it's hitting me. It's hitting me. It's hitting me. I'm fucking scared. Oh, it's hitting me. Oh, it's hitting me. Oh, it's hitting me. My day might be ruined in 5 hours' time. I might be done out here. Fuck. 4-1 Arsenal, says Jacobs. Big up. Mohamed Khalif says 2-1 Liverpool. Mineral says 3-0 Liverpool. Liverpool 3-1 Arsenal. Do it for the sanity of all football fans. Can't be having these men in the league. Why are you putting pressure on us? You know we don't do well under pressure this season. The Angel says 3-1 Arsenal, unfortunately. Honestly, said 3-1 LFC. I need a response. Yeah, we need a response. Are we going to get a response? Nathaniel says 2-1 Arsenal. Carl says 3-2. I think I saw LB in the comments as well. Where's I missed LB's comment. I want to know what his prediction is. I'll find his comment at some point. I'll find it. Captain Salter as well. Genie being paid peanuts and let go. Hooperson given a new contract with good pay so he can hoof and shout. Absolutely scandalous. I can't lie. If Liverpool lose, you might as well deactivate. You're getting bullied. Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked up, bro. There's so many Arsenal fans that are gonna be on me. 4-1 to the Gooners. Hey, yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But listen, I'm going to leave it there, people. Obviously, big up everyone in the chat. It's an early morning stream. I've never done this one before, So, obviously, it was new for me. It was new for me as well, innit? So, big up everyone for watching this one. Make sure you lot slap this on the watch backs. Make sure you guys watch this one back because it's a nice short stream for you guys so you can watch this. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching it back. Let's get this to 125 likes minimum if you're watching it back as well. And yeah, man, big up to everyone in the comments. Sturkey says, once we are winning today, we aren't losing to Arsenal and get their fans gas. No way. Bro, I hope. I pray. Calm says we are winning 3-2, bro. Thiago's back. Thiago Hendo in the mid. Hendo just needs to cover Trent. It's literally that, Calms. It's literally that, broski. And big up the brother I saw in the club yesterday that said, I recognize you from Big Six Pants. That's a real special moment for me. I laugh and banter, but that is actually a special moment. I can't lie. It means, channels getting places, none are getting recognized. I appreciate that shit, man. Big up everyone in the chat, though. Big up the members as well. Let me just pick up the members as I do every stream before we close out. Make sure you guys head over to Never a Foul in a second as well. It is popping off over there. Big up Daniel. He refreshed his membership. Big up Daniel Nagelsmann. Big up, honestly, Jamie Phillips, Solo, Snake Eyes, D1, Ed, Roms, NDT, Baby John, Badon, Caden, Andrews, and Kaz as well. See you guys for the roundup, 7:30 today. Make sure you guys be there. It's going to be a crazy one. Hope, as I said, Chiefs and Zara will be passing through. I don't know who will be passing through. It's going to be a mad one. It's been another episode of Big Six Pants. We'll see you guys in the next one. Big up Matisse as well. We'll see you guys soon.